Good morning, gentlemen. My name is Dennis Purdy. For the record, I'm resident of Hernando County. Back in March, the commissioners, faced with a council chamber full of angry citizens, opted for an audit of animal services rather than a truly independent investigation. What happened to that audit? It doesn't take 4 months to conduct an audit. Though I'll be honest, I don't think they have done a thing in the audit. At least they have never contacted me to discuss unlawful acts by Brenda Rogers. Your audit was simply a smoke screen and delaying tactic. Now, someone has put your attorney's office up to requesting permission to negotiate with the sheriff before we even know what the problems exist in animal services. I'm just guessing the commissioner that came up with the audit idea. Regardless, such a negotiation, the changes in the ordinance are premature. We need to know what problems exist before moving forward, or we would likely be wasting more tax dollars. Besides being premature, Garth's request assumes that we should even consider the sheriff for control of animal services. While the sheriff may be very well able to control animal services, it isn't even as sexy as emergency management, and will probably be as distasteful to the ultimate authoritarian. We all saw how incompetent the sheriff's office was during Tropical Storm Debby. What the rest of you didn't hear were his excuses. I did. Here are his excuses. The reason there was no emergency info put out to the public, the EOC was never fully activated, as Cecilia Patella has claimed. It was only partially activated. To quote the sheriff, we didn't want to cry wolf. We were handling things on an individual level. The reason the media releases were late and incomplete, my PIO is only temporary, part-time. He was busy supervising 23 officers under him and didn't have the time to manage the media. We are not very good at blowing our own horn. My personal opinion is that blowing their own horn may be the only thing they are competent at. While according to the sheriff, the HCO can't handle 23 officers in the media at the same time and can't blow its own horn, but, quoting the sheriff, we are very darn good at what we do. My question is, what do they do? They obviously don't take reports of minor crimes. I've had several people tell me deputies won't take reports of thefts, destruction of property, etc. The crime rate is high. They don't want it to go any higher. They have one of the lowest clearance rates in the state, so they sure don't want to take a report unless they know who did it and can maybe blame it on some poor armed schmuck they just shot. So,
thank you.
you're welcome.